Hi guys, it's your girl Diana Aoko and welcome back to my channel. This is not your first time. If it's your first time, karibu sana. Please join the family by subscribing. So today is on Saturday. Actually, it's on a Sunday morning. It's 12 a.m. Tushafika 15th of May. Is it 15th? I hope so. By the way, mimi na dates. I don't know what happens. Today is Mother's Day. To be honest, I have been a little bit hesitant to film this video. If you see this video, I conquered my hesitation and decided to post it. Yeah, so I'm going to share with you my labor and delivery journey in the spirit of Mother's Day. By the way, if you don't know, I am a mom to a 2.5-year-old girl, and I'm going to share with you guys the whole shebang. Yeah, so let's go straight to the beginning and of how I knew I was expecting. It happened that we had just come from holiday and my roommate and I had gone for swimming. Yeah, so after that swimming, I started getting sick, like really sick. Oh, by the way, for those who are like, but see, your periods could have shown, I have irregular menstrual cycle. Remember, I had stomach issues, like I had diarrhea, TMI, also vomiting a lot. I could not keep anything down. So my initial thought was probably it's because of swimming, because I ingested a lot of the pool's water, swimming pool water. So I thought, being a microbiologist, the bacteria or whatever was causing the discomfort will clear itself out naturally, because our bodies have a way of cleansing themselves naturally. Yeah, so this thing went on for about 3-4 days, and then I was like, no, I definitely have a stomach infection. To cut the long story short, I went and got tested. I went to the hospital to get tested for a stomach infection, and the doctor was like, no, you're going to first check. We are going to check for the stomach infection, but also we are going to check for pregnancy. And that is how I found out I was actually pregnant. And yes, I had a stomach infection, but I was also pregnant. Moving forward, I was lucky enough. By the way, I got pregnant really young. I was still a baby. I'm still a baby. My main fear was my mom, how she'll take the news, because I come from, oh my goodness, the tears are coming. I didn't know how she'll take the news. My mom and I have a very close relationship, and yeah, so in my head I was like, oh my goodness, I've let my mom down. Bless mothers, by the way, she took it so well. I don't even know why I was at first scared to tell her. So lucky for me, it coincided with the COVID and lockdown, so I knew like 3 days to us being told to vacate schools and go into lockdown. Yeah, so I came back to Nairobi. The first 3 months were hell. Oh my goodness, I could not keep anything down. I lost weight. I was almost hospitalized, because nothing, not even water, not even glucose, I could keep, and any tiny smell would offset an nauseous attack. Like, the 9 months went by so quickly, by the way, and one fine Sunday evening, I think I was like a week to my due date, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, so I had gone for a late lunch, early dinner type of thing at a nearby restaurant, and I remember I was so tired. I was so tired, and I looked tired. One of our friends joked, you there, I can see you, I don't think you'll finish this coming week without getting a baby. And I laughed it off. I was like, my due date is still far, like I still have time. Yeah, lucky enough, I had already done my 2 arrangements. I had packed. You know, it was during lockdown. It was during those COVID times when COVID was at its peak. So we had time, like a lot of time on our hands, and the world kind of slowed down a bit. Yeah, so I had Googled, I had researched, I had watched like a million YouTube videos, and according to those videos, it suggested you pack like a month to your due date. Yeah, so I had already packed, I was prepared, I had waxed. Oh my goodness. I I even had a file of like our medical our insurance cards and everything. I was like well prepared for the incident. So that Sunday, I remember I didn't eat a lot. Okay, I had loaded fish and ugali and some greens, and I actually didn't even finish it. Yeah, so we left there at around 7, came back home, and I remember just feeling like I was in so much discomfort. I couldn't place it really. And then I remember feeling some pains, and I was like, oh my god, are these like labor pain? So I even had a tracker for not labor pain. Oh my goodness, it's been long, by the way. If these things are not flowing, yeah, it's been long. Inaitwa, let's call them labor pain. Akinimesa. By the way, it's so weird how for continuity of human race, as much as we go through a lot as mothers when giving birth, the brain in any sort of blocks those memory parts, so you don't remember everything. Ndio usikatae like I won't ever procreate again. It's nature's way of ensuring procreation. Yeah, so let's call them labor pains. Labor pains, labor pains it is. Yeah, so they were not regular. Like I could even take even 30 minutes, sometimes it could take 1 hour, sometimes I could sleep for 3 hours, you know. Yeah, before I'm disrupted again. So we slept, woke up the next day. I remember the labor pains were now like frequent. I even remember at some point ilinishika nikiwa kwa barabara. Yeah, when I was going to our mama mboga, and I could feel it coming, and I had to hold on to something because it was so painful. So this is Monday jioni. The next day, asa ikawa, it was like now, I think I'm in labor now. So funny enough, I spent the whole day. My partner came back from work, and so I think at around 8 Apple, I was talking to my roommate over the phone, and I think alikuwa ameniweka loudspeaker, so her aunt, who has like 3 kids, could hear our conversation. So I'm there telling her, oh, by the way, I think I'm in labor. Like I feel this, I feel like this and this and this, and I think I'm in labor, but I'll wait and go tomorrow. And then the aunt was like, is this your first baby? I'm like, yes. Then you should go to the hospital right now. Nikapuzilia too, cause you know she's a mom, and I was like, I still have time. So I think my partner became a little bit scared because he didn't know what to do, and the pain was like now like on a scale of 1 to 10, the pain was like at 8. Yeah. So I remember actually tulienda hosi at around 11 because I couldn't sleep. I could not sleep like at all. And this time I had to wake him up. I need to wake him up every time the pain came. Yeah, so we went. It was during curfew, I remember. And tulisimamishwa like twice or once. I can't remember if it was twice or once because I was in so much pain. But they let us through. Thank goodness for those officers, by the way, because some officers, they can be wanaweza kuwa ignorant, but on that day we found good officers, police officers, na hawakutusumbua sana. Yeah, so those is how we have gone to the hospital. Checked in, After checking in, so the first thing they do, they measure how dilated you are. And I had no idea how this thing is conducted. It was at night, and the nurse on duty that night was a male nurse. So he told me, go to the other room. There's like another room for checking. It had like a table. You see these tables for dentists. It was a little bit elevated, and it was somewhat flattish, not flat, but the head part was kidogo elevated. So he told me, get on that. Let me measure how dilated you are. So me, I went and sat there waiting to be near, and then he was like, "Madam, hold your top, auntie." I'm like, you didn't tell me I'm supposed to remove my panty. Anyway, so that came, and I remember that thing being so uncomfortable. Oh my goodness, it was so uncomfortable. So at 4, the nurse told me, the nurse in charge told me I can't go back home because I am now in active labor, but I am still a little bit far because I had to dilate up to around 9 to 10, if I'm not wrong, for me to start actually pushing out the baby. Yeah, so he advised I should like walk around. I should not like be dormant. Nikuwe active kiasi so that the baby descends further into my cervix. Yeah, so we went to the parking lot. I nilitembea kwa hiyo parking lot. Oh my goodness. It was cold. I was wearing a dera. If I wore a sweater or a nini on top, I got so hot. It was uncomfortable. So I decided acha nikufe na baridi than nikufe na joto. Yeah. So my partner, he was living his best life. Amelala kwa gari listening to music. Yeah, so I think I went back to get checked because he told me to go back before I go to my bed. He should check me again, then determine if I'm ready to go into active labor, because I was in active labor. Yeah, so I think I went back at like around, I go to the hospital at like around 12, and I went to go get checked again at around like 3, and I had only dilated by 1 more, so I was at 5. I got so bored, I went to sleep. I was like, bullshit. In the morning, so the night shift nurse checked out, so there were like, I think like 3 or 4 day shift nurses, and they were student nurses. And if you know student nurses, they take that opportunity to learn with you. Oh my goodness, I was so irritated, but they were so nice. They were not like irritating me in a bad way. Even I had just gotten to sleep. I'm sure they want to check your vitals, they want to check your what, they want to check your this, they want to check your that, they want to check the baby's, you know. And at that point, my pain is like now at 9.5. So also they too wanted to check how dilated I was, and if you know, checking of dilation, that thing is so uncomfortable. Oh my goodness, the most uncomfortable thing. Yeah, so they checked me, and I remember I could not keep anything down. Breakfast came, I could not, I tried, I was like, nope, no, I can't eat anything. So when it got to around like 10, one of the nurses, I think she was like a senior nurse, she was like, let me try helping you. Let me try hastening your labor because you're taking so long. And she went, she did like a cervical massage. Oh my goodness, she massaged me, and then not painful, it was just uncomfortable, and then induced me. She alinieka ile drip ya kuinduce, ile drip mtu anaekwa ya kuinduce labor. Oh my goodness, that thing hits from 0 to 100 in like 10 seconds. And I was with my sister in the labor, my eldest sister. I don't know if you guys have ever met her, and she also has kids. She has 2 kids, so she knows. Yeah, so she was like, since umekewa hii kitu ya induce labor, I don't think you'll even last an hour. So that is around 11-12. So she was like, maybe by 1 you'll have your kid. Hey, me, I was just over there screaming. I'm being told namaliza nguvu, I should not scream. When I keep quiet, they're like, is this thing really working? They add the dosage of labor inducing medicine. Oh my goodness. Ooh. And then the worst thing was other ladies were coming into the labor ward, wakatoka wakaniacha, had their babies, wakaniacha bado purumi nikilabor. Well, it was so hard. I remember at 4 bado nothing. 7 came, nothing. Hadi visitors wakaenda, nothing. I was still just me. Any, the pain was there. It was like now constant pain, like there hakukuwa na break ya kupumua, constant pain. And then those people who say ati sijui people ati labor pain ni kama nini, ni kama cramps za nini, za cycle. Stop lying to people. That thing is like times 100 of cramps. It's so painful, or to me it was. I remember at some point the nurse sasa mwenye aliingia usiku, this time it was now because at around 6 they left, the day shift nurses left, wa usiku wakaingia. She was a bit like a bit old woman, and I think she told me she has delivered so many babies she's lost count, and she was like, even you're going to deliver. At this point I'm shouting, oh, nipelekeni CS. I want CS. And then the nurse was like, why do you want CS? Are you okay? Like, you have no complication. The baby is not in danger. They had actually even checked if the baby was in the right position, if there was a cord. That machine, I don't know why the terms zimepotea sahi, and I had them. The thing they put on your stomach, and then it shows if the baby, they put some gel, and then they show if the baby, the position of the baby, how the baby is. She was okay. Yeah, so she was like, the baby is fine, you are fine. The baby's heartbeat is not dropping, it's actually okay. There's no need for me to take you to CS. It's not an emergency. You're going to deliver vaginally. And she was like, I have delivered so many babies, I've lost count, and you're not going to oendi kunitoroka tunaenda ninaenda theater. Whew, yeah, so at around I think 8:30, or is it 8:40, now the will to push came, and I think I pushed like once or twice and the baby was out, although I had stitches because it was my first time. And yeah, at exactly 9 p.m. I delivered my bundle of joy. I remember feeling, the feeling was so overwhelming. I couldn't, like, there's all this rush of hormones and emotions. Yeah, but what I remember vividly was I thanked God my baby was okay, because the way I had labored for so long from Monday, the baby angetoka na some form of complication. Or also, after going through that whole thing, I realized that someone going into labor and coming out with a healthy baby, and you also being healthy, it's not normal. It's actually God's will, God's grace, God's mercy upon you, and also through the hard work of doctors and delivery nurses and everything. Yeah, so I remember I was so grateful, and that is how I became a mom. Yeah, you remember the way I could not eat breakfast, I missed lunch, I remember even dinner, they brought my dinner. You see, all my plates, they were just on my bedside, like zilikuwa tu zimekuwa hapo kando ya bedside yangu. The breakfast ilikuwa imefunikiwa hapo mkate na uji. Lunch, I don't know, it was rice and beans, and some cabbage, and then supper was minced meat and spaghetti and cabbage. I'm telling you, after getting this baby, the way I shambuliad those foods. I remember even the nurse who had helped me deliver, the delivery nurse, she was like, should I bring you hot tea and replace the cold uji? I was like, yes. And then she bought me a cup. I told her this is not enough. She actually bought me a jug of hot tea. Woo, God bless that woman's soul. Yeah. So how has motherhood changed me? Oh my goodness. My priorities have changed. My friends have changed. I have grown with my friends. I have grown with my baby. And I have grown with her. I thank God for the friends I had, because I had to go back to school with my baby. And it was not easy, because nanny drama, that is story for another day. But we managed. Yeah, so on this Mother's Day, I am so grateful. I am so grateful. I now understand being called a mom is no joke. I'm more grateful to the people who have been mothers to me. I have been raised by women, great women. Yeah, I'm so grateful. So on this Mother's Day, first of all, I want to say thank you to everyone who plays mom roles in one way or another to anyone. I want to say thank you to the women in my life who have held my hand like a mom would hold their kid's hand. I want to say thank you. All that I am, all that I hope to be, it's because of you guys. Also, I'm sending my love to everyone aspiring to be a mom, those who have lost their babies, those in strained mother-child relationships, those who have lost their moms. I'm sending my love to you on this day. And yeah, and lastly, cheers to all the moms, bana. You guys are thebomb.com, the heroes. Yeah, and that's it for my video. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.